So I started working in fashion design around the age of about 15. I was really inspired by watching my mom. She did all the sewing, for her daughters as well as the sons. So when I watched her take this flat piece of fabric and then mold it into this garment, I was just amazed. Coming from a culture from Jamaica, both of my grandparents were tailors, so I guess it was already in my blood. So it was natural for me to kind of gravitate to that trade. And then watching her again, just watch the way she was very precise in how she was cutting and pinning, her details. A lot of that I incorporate as inspirational moments when I'm designing a collection. And on top of that, she was a woman of great style. She always had her shoes to match her bags with her hat. When she went to church on a Sunday morning, she was just elegant. So those images have just been emblazed in my mind. When I create collections, I do get inspired by that look. So I think it's really important when I'm developing a collection, I never walk away from my Jamaican roots. Being that I was actually born there, again, I get really inspired when I went back later in life to just see the beauty of the colors, of the different shades and tones that they use even in their natural clothing. Jamaicans just love color. They love the brightness of the color. So even when I'm doing a very sophisticated collection where it's all black, in the lining you're going to see a pop of color, a pop of energy. So even though that businesswoman could be going to work, she knows when she puts on that jacket, she's wrapped in this level of color, of energy that's going to give her. So I keep that in mind. I get really excited when I do spring-summer collections because that's when I can really tap into the linen fabrications. I love linen, it's like my go-to fabric. And again, the beauty of the colors when you layer them in, what makes linen so interesting, it has a matte tone to it but still has a brightness. So when you mix that together, again, you get the energy, but it still looks very sophisticated. So I never walk away from that. Like I said, even if I do a collection where it's all white, then the jewelry and maybe the shoes are going to be the pop of color. Because I think that's so important. I mean, whether it's for men or women, is to not be afraid to add that drop of color, because that's going to give you maybe your individuality. It also gives you the opportunity, it could be a conversational piece. So you could have that all white outfit on and maybe just a brooch or something, or if it's a man, he could have something in his lapel, and someone will stop and say, oh, I like that, that's really cool. Hence, the conversation starts. So I never walk away from color, no matter what the direction I'm doing in my collections.